a garden variety weirdo. Gardening. I'm in my Syngonium era. Hi, I'm Michaela and welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be going through all of my favorite plants and plant supplies from the month of February? Which one is it? I usually say February, but it's spelled February. So I don't know. But anyway, if my voice sounds kind of gross and nasally, I had a cold last week and my voice still sounds like I have a cold, but I don't. Not like you'll get it from watching the video. But anyway, that's why. Probably won't be able to see May, but she is down here at my feet wanting to lick my hand. She was barking at something outside and it must have really scared her because she's just acting like she's really spooked, which is kind of making me nervous. I'm like, is there somebody hiding in my closet, you know? Okay, so my first favorite, you might have seen in my plant rehab episode 1 video. Anyway, you may have watched my plant rehab episode 1 and I had a couple of Anthurium frigidiai in there, and this one has put out a new little leaf and it is looking so good and so cute. All of the plants are bouncing back so nicely. So this one especially, I think I think it was only a couple of days and this one started putting out a new leaf, or maybe it already was, but it's doing so great in there. And the weird thing is, the way I had it facing, the leaf was like the petiole was like twisted around and it was like all the way back like this. So I just moved it and kind of propped it up where I wanted it and it just did that. So if your plant's growing kind of funky, just move it around and it'll probably be okay. Okay, so my next favorite, this was a plant I kind of forgot I had. So I bought this plant kind of offhand at a nursery. May, come here. There we are. Oh no, not you two. Oh, good grief. Hi, Bernadette. Okay, now I've got tons of dogs in here. I attracted too many when I whistled at them. I'm gonna see if I can show you. Oh, you guys are all dirty. You're gonna have to get a bath tomorrow. Good girl. Okay, and if you're one of those people who don't like when people show their pets, just go ahead and find a different channel right now because I show my dogs all the time. Okay, so the next plant is just kind of something that I bought offhand at a nursery last summer, and that is a variegated string of pearls, and it wasn't doing well for the longest time, and then I started watering it a lot more often and it really took off. So I'm so happy to see that. I feel like so many of us just, almost dramatically underwater our plants because like when you first get into the plant hobby, you get that one soil that everybody knows what I'm talking about, and you just can't keep from overwatering them. And like when you've only got a couple of plants and you want to take care of them, you just want to water them all the time. So I see how that happens. But then as you get more into it, people are like, chunky soil, chunky soil. And then when you combine that with your old watering habits of like every couple of weeks, it's not a good mix and you get a lot of dry rot. So what I have found is that the best thing to do is like have like kind of a middle ground between those two types of soil and watering. And just watch your plants because I don't know, they need way more water than some people might have you believe, in my opinion. I am a notorious underwaterer. I just don't notice the passage of time. I'm kind of a free spirit, if you will. So remembering when I've watered my plants last and whatnot is not my strong suit. Oh, but anyway, back to the variegated string of pearls. I got off on a tangent. I know sometimes my neighbors watch my channel, and Karen, I know you asked for one of these. I'm gonna take a cutting of this for you. My next favorite is this Aglaonema, and I don't know what variety this is. This is one that I just saw and I liked and I bought it. And this I keep in my living room on our credenza or entertainment center. Is that, I don't know. But I've just been really eyeing this one lately. It's been growing, I think because it is spring, and the stems just kind of look like tree trunks to me right now, which is kind of cool. And I love how it looks in this pot. This is one of my favorite pots. Also, I saw, oh, I don't think I said the variety. I'm not sure of the variety of this one. I was looking at pictures and I was finding a lot of different names, but maybe a silver queen? I'm not sure. If you know, let me know, because there is a similar one that is variegated that I saw somewhere, probably Instagram, and I would really like to have one of those because this is one of those that I just really enjoy having in my house. It's one of my favorites. So let me know if you know what this is. And it's really easy. It's just, I have it under a grow light and I water it a couple of times a week or just whenever it gets dry, and it doesn't give me any trouble. It doesn't need a ton of humidity either, which I appreciate. In the winter time, it does get pretty dry inside my house, and this is one of those that is not letting me know that it doesn't appreciate it, which I appreciate. Okay, so the next group of favorites are things that I've brought in from out in the greenhouse, and then I have some that are too big to bring in from the greenhouse. And most of these that I brought in are Syngoniums. Syngoniums have really been just standing out to me lately. I guess I'm in my Syngonium era, you could say. But this is my Syngonium 3 Kings, and it has just been looking so pretty lately. I don't know what it is about it. I'm really liking like light green right now. Like I wear it all the time at every opportunity. What the hell? I really wish Bernadette wasn't out there right now. How did they know that was gonna happen? Okay, so there was just like a there was like a car that was like speeding through the neighborhood. It went right by our house, and then there was a police officer, and they're just like stopped down at the corner, like behind my house, which is like weird because the dogs have been all riled up. Now Bernadette's out there, and I don't want to go out there and get Bernadette and like have something happen to me, but I don't want something to happen to Bernadette, but like I don't know what's going on, so I don't feel like I should go out there. But it's like weird that the dogs have been all riled up. I'm gonna come back to this, I think. Update, got Bernadette in the house. They've got like the whole street blocked off, and there's like a car like by my house with nobody in it. All the windows are rolled down. We'll look out the window. All right, I can't see anything anyway, but yeah, there's like 3 more cops that have stopped by and very quickly. So, and they're out, they've got the road blocked off, so I don't know what's going on. It's just, you know. So anyway, there's some kind of activity going on, happens sometimes. So I can either look out the window or I can film. So I'm gonna film. I'm just glad I'm not out in the greenhouse, just because you never know. So anyway, Syngonium 3 Kings. I am really enjoying this plant lately. I think because of the light green color, this has kind of been a favorite color of mine to wear, and just like, I don't know, it's been a favorite color of mine, so I think that's probably why I'm so drawn to this, and probably a lot of the other Syngoniums too. But something about the way the light hits this one is just so pretty. And I got this plant from my friend Kenna as just like a little tiny one leaf, and I think I showed it in my very first YouTube video. I'll see if I can find it and look at it now. And I've taken so many cuttings, and it is loving life in the greenhouse, and so pretty. I love it. Okay, so the next plant is also a Syngonium. Like I said, I'm in my Syngonium era. And that is this one, I don't see anybody talking about this, and I really just don't understand. But that is the Syngonium Pink Flecked. And I did just spray these, and my new pest spray that I got puts out these little white flecks, and I don't like it. It doesn't look cute. So I'm always like, is that mealybugs? And usually it's just the spray. But anyway, yeah, so it is all over this plant. Yeah, see what I mean? I should have cleaned it off, but yeah, this is the Syngonium Pink Flecked, and I just really like this one. I love all the different shades of pink and green on here, and the modeling. I think it is so pretty. And I don't know why I always have these on my Etsy. I rarely sell them, and I don't understand. This is just, it's one that I'm really drawn to. Yeah, Syngonium Pink Flecked. I'm sorry if this video seems like it's all over the place. It is what it is. It's just life, you know? Okay, so this is probably like the grand champion, the most favorite of my favorites this month. That's my Anthurium, clarinervium, and it is not as pretty in the house as it is out in the greenhouse with the afternoon light hitting it. It's just stunning. And look at this new leaf. I cleaned this up in a recent video, and it was much, much smaller, and I repotted it, and it really it took off. Here, hopefully it'll focus on one of us. Maybe I'll get a thumbnail out of this ordeal. Oh my gosh, I wish you could see May. She's looking at herself in the mirror. But this Anthurium clarinervium is just stunning. I don't know if it's this one specifically, or if I'm just really vibing with Anthurium clarinervium, but the veins and like the really dark velvety heart leaf has been just drawing me in lately. And I like the way it's all growing one direction, like the back of it. No, not cute. But the front of it, this is how I like to grow my plants. Like, I don't rotate them. I want them to be growing all one way like this. But look at it. I'm excited to see how big this new leaf gets, because it is just, this plant is doing so well. It is amazing what a good repotting will do for a plant. Like, if it's just kind of stagnant, you haven't repotted it in a while, give it a repot, see what happens. Okay, so there's a couple that are out in the greenhouse that I cannot bring in due to their size, or like the way I have them propped up in there. I don't want to mess things up. And the first one is one I talk about a lot, but I don't sell a lot of them because they get so big so fast that I can't really ship them. Is that? Yeah, we've got a plant growing out of there. Okay. The first one, like I said, I don't remember. I'm guessing I'm gonna have to refilm this whole video like next week or something. Philodendron deflexum. I have a few really big ones out there, and just like the way the light's hitting them. They have these huge, ripply, bright green leaves, and I think they are just, they have to be one of my favorite philodendrons. They're just so beautiful, and I don't see a lot of people talking about them, and I really don't know why. Maybe because they get so big, but I'm a big fan of philodendron difflexum, and maybe because it is spring now, or it's not spring, it's false. Now that it's false spring, they have been growing really nicely, and they're just really sticking out to me right now. And my philodendron melanochrysum. If you watch my Instagram stories, you might have seen me show that one of them is finally starting to get a little bit of a longer leaf, and trying to size up a philodendron melanochrysum is no small task, you could say. So the fact that it is finally starting to size up after about a year, almost 2 years in a greenhouse, that can't be right. A year? A spell? After being in the greenhouse for a spell, it is finally starting to size up. And hang on, I'm gonna show you what May is doing, if you can see her. She's looking at herself in the mirror. Hello. I hope I can put that in there. She loves to look at herself in the mirror. She knows she's a pretty dog. And yeah, she's been looking in the mirror, so that's how she knows. But Bernadette never looks at herself in the mirror. I don't think she can see herself, but May definitely can. So anyway, it's finally starting to size up. It's starting to grow a little bit more. And I feel like this is the year where I really size up a melanochrysum. But you guys know how I feel about it anyway. Even if it doesn't size up, I think that it is a really beautiful plant. And if you have the right conditions, they are really easy to grow. But it's kind of hard to provide that. They like heat, I'm gathering. So I think that's why they're kind of hard to handle inside your house a lot of the time, because I had them in here for a really long time and they didn't really do what I was wanting them to do. And yeah, after the main difference in like indoor conditions and the greenhouse, the biggest difference is the temperature. So I think like right now it's 85 degrees out there and 53% humidity. The focus? Yeah, there's like 6 cops out there. No big deal. Poor Ruby's out there all alone. Hope she's okay. Well, I gotta go to town here before long, so I hope they get that cleared up by then. I'm guessing I'm gonna have to refilm this video. If you're not, like, this is just, you know, this is just us hanging out talking about plants. Like, this is not really formal, like most of my videos. If you're looking for a really formal plant channel, this is not it. Like a formal channel where nobody talks about their dogs and they know everything there is to know. This ain't it, you know? This is just a garden variety weirdo. Gardening. Yeah. Okay, so philodendron melanochrysum. That's another favorite this month. I'm so distracted. I don't think this video is going to make it. Anyway, my last favorite is my new springtime gardening shears. I take so many cuttings that I pretty much have to replace my shears every single year. And I've tried sharpening them and they just never quite do the same. So, but I have so many plants. I have a greenhouse and a plant shop, so I can't have too many pairs of shears. But like with the humidity and everything, they also start to rust. And yeah, so I found these down at the Ross Dress for Less, or just Ross, I guess. if my husband's watching this. He thinks it's weird that I call it Ross Dress for Less, but that's what's on the sign. So these are, first of all, pink, which I'm excited about. I really like school supplies and stuff. If they're just a little bit more cutesy, I'm in, you know? But these I think get around some of my really thick stemmed plants, because I'm gonna have to take a cutting of my philodendron pastazanum, and the stem is like this thick on that thing, so I'm gonna need something like this. And I've been using, we had some yard ones, but I've cut up too many limbs with them, so they're just not quite what they used to be. And I saw those and they weren't very expensive, so we're gonna give it a go. And then if you watched my little weekly vlog, you might notice, or you might recognize these two little cutesy shears. They're like a mint green, which is so fun. And they're actually like a name brand. That's not like a sketchy Amazon brand, and maybe they'll last longer. I don't know. But like I still have all those other ones. It's just nice to have a lot of pairs of shears and not have to bring them back and forth from inside, outside, you know. So it's just nice to have multiples. Also, let's take a moment to appreciate my new springtime cardigan. I got this from my friend, has a little online boutique, and if you follow me on Instagram or look at my community tab, we're doing a pop-up together. Her name is Abby Ray Collective, but I got this cardigan from there and I am so excited about it. It's so just like fun and flowery and girly, which is fun, you know? Anyway, so we're doing a pop-up together March 11th. If you're gonna be in Springfield and you need a cool cardigan, so I'll link it also. I'm gonna just say it. It's a February favorite and not plant related at all. So if you've seen this video and I've posted it, I am really surprised, but thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed it. If you did, please like and subscribe and follow me on Instagram at Queen City Tropicals, and I will see you again soon.